I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. First, before we, so never mind about. Before we get going, council, add to the agenda under new business B, animal permit for chickens. And I believe that we've already got building permits in there. Okay, so any objections to adding animal permits? Okay. You will notice that Mike Wold is absent and Laura Dew is absent. Mike Wold is in classes for pesticide, and Laura is at a Camp Wooten parent meeting. So, excused. Okay. All right. Approval of April 11, 2023, the special meeting minutes. Council.
I make the motion we accept April 11th, 2023 special meeting minutes.
I second.
Okay, moved and seconded to approve the special meeting minutes of April 11th, 2023. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Approval of April 11th, 2023 regular meeting minutes.
I make a motion that we approve the regular meeting minutes of April 11, 2023.
Moved and seconded to approve the regular meeting minutes April 11th, 2023. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
And any opposed? Motion carries. Council, under unfinished business, we have resolution 2303. It is a salary update. To be retroactive starting with April 17th, 2023 for the position number 4, Public Works, with the new employee.
I've lost it, that's why I was away with the fairies.
Yes.
Yeah. It's not wage, it's not wage due balance, is it?
Yeah, it's to include the new employee's salary.
Make a motion to accept.
Seconded.
Okay. Moved and seconded to have resolution 2303 approved and to be retroactive starting April 17th, 2023. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
And any opposed? Motion carries. Resolution 2304 is council, it's the green papers. Resolution of the town council of the town of Lynn declaring certain property to be a hazard and a menace to the public health and well-being and providing for removal of nuisance conditions. The property address is 210 East 3rd Street. the next step after you approve the previous step. Henry, do you want to add or not?
This is just the next step. It's almost like the final step. But the problem with that property is, had the fire there, and I think Barbara got a phone call from the owner, right, Barbara?
The owner wants the town to do what they can to proceed.
She doesn't want the, she's not gonna demo it?
Nothing that I know of, but I haven't heard anything about demolition yet from the owner.
Get this right, isn't that her responsibility?
Yes. Yes. She went back to Olympia Wednesday.
Wednesday.
The fire was Wednesday, so
She went back Wednesday.
she went back Wednesday. And she had requested the house to be, she didn't say boarded, but, oh yeah, she wanted the property to be condemned. And we can't condemn it because of the fact that I found out if the town condemns something, that means that the town is agreeing to purchase the property. And she did have no trespassing signs in her hand, but she had driven by and saw the no trespassing sign that's already been up there for years and years from the tenant, and she thought that that was good enough. And unfortunately, it's not. So this is the next step in the process of cleaning the nuisance. Unfortunately, like Henry said, it's worse now. But yes, it is property owner's responsibility.
Make a motion to approve.
I second.
Okay, moved and seconded to approve resolution 2304.
As such, I need signatures by council members, please. Oh, sorry.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
And any opposed? Motion carries.
Sorry.
Thank you, Mom.
Thank you.
Okay, council pink sheet. Resolution number 2305. Resolution of the Town Council of the Town of Lynn declaring certain property to be a hazard and a menace to public health and well-being and providing for removal of nuisance conditions. Address is 312 West 2nd Street in Lynn.
Today, I got a statement from the Jenny Hubbard, the tenant, stating, this is Jenny Hubbard at 312 West 2nd Street, Lynn. I am asking you to please extend the time to clean my place up. I am trying to, but I had a car accident on Sunday the 23rd. I am asking you to give me more time to finish cleaning my yard. I'm asking at least 2 months, that is all. Thank you sincerely, Jenny Hubbard.
She is living there by herself. She has about 4 or 5 big strata of land, so
I only know of Kenneth. So I don't know the others. Okay. And it didn't help. She had a car accident, so that's.
no, but the way I look at it, you've got 3 big fellas there. They're going to sit in an armchair while she doesn't work. You know, put her feet up and let the lady do it, you know, but don't wear a Bible, sorry. No.
Okay, so here, Henry, is there a date on this?
We could send something back to her with a proposal of 2 months is too much. Whatever you decide, if you want to try a month or 3 weeks, and see what happens after that. You know, give her a little, she's got a dumpster for the whole month,
Yes.
so that means they are filling it.
I would say 3 weeks to a month.
Okay. Has any action been taken by them concerning this property so far?
Just that the dumpster's there.
Okay.
You're not going to get your car in a dumpster, are you?
No, but you have to, can't get the cars out until you get the junk out of the way.
That's been like that, what, 7, 8, 9 years? It's a long time.
Well,
Now we're
and there's Google pictures from 19, and it's not as bad. It's happened since then. Most of the stuff.
Okay. 10 days to correct the violation stated in the notice to abate signed by the town council on March 28th. So, for April 25th, which is at most I would say 3 weeks, and that it needs to be cleaned up in that time, or this resolution is enforced. We move on from that.
Now, I agree with you, Jim.
Yeah, I think that, at least that's one of the only ones that I've seen where the person has responded. All of the other incidences, I've seen no response at all. So, if we could make that notation. Okay, if we give her 3 more weeks, what date would that be?
May.
Middle of May, maybe. 1, 2, 3, yeah. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19.
So May 19th?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, do we need to make an official motion to say that resolution 2305 is 3 more weeks?
With the stipulation, it was 3 more weeks.
Yeah.
that motion. Is that it?
Did you say it? Did you?
Resolution 2305, with stipulation we give 3 more weeks.
Okay. And Jim seconded.
Which will be until 5/19.
Okay, moved and seconded to have resolution 2305 approved with stipulation of 3 more weeks. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
And any opposed? Motion carries. I don't think there's anything that's dated. As of today, April 25th, the owner responsibility has not abated. The owner or responsible party has not petitioned, but she has. Okay. Okay, so that wouldn't be signed. Okay. Sorry. Okay, council, resolution 2306. A resolution of the town council of the town of Bland declaring certain property to be a hazard and a menace to the public health and well-being and providing for removal of nuisance conditions. The property address is 602 West Clarence Street, Bland, Washington. Once again, it's the next step in the process. I have seen he pulled a car up in front of the town hall. Can't remember what date it was. He got out to take a picture of the car on the trailer with town hall's sign to show that he was hauling it off.
Was that actually one he sold?
I don't know. He drove up, parked, got out, took a picture, and then he drove up. I don't know what direction that he went in.
I think that's enough of us being hoodwinked, to be honest with you.
Well, there are 4 parts to this resolution. And in each case, unless I'm mistaken, he has not completed any of the tests, correct?
Oh.
Make a motion that we approve the resolution number 2306.
Second that?
Okay, moved and seconded to approve resolution 2306. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
And any opposed? Motion carries.
Now that I need signatures, please.
Okay, council, new business, we've got building permits, 2 of them. First one is for 312 South Van Martyr, Tony Gwynn's. Their construction is 1 one more step to the positive side.
Approve the permit.
I second that.
Okay, it's moved and seconded to approve the building permit for 312 South Van Martyr Avenue for Tony Gwynn. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Okay, now, council, this is now going to be sent to Adams County for their approval. So it's, they just needed our approval. Okay. Second building permit application is from 107 West 7th Street. Jeff Sharpenberg for replacing a furnace.
It's not the 107, it'll be the 101.
Oh. Okay. Thanks for the correction. We have the conditional approval upon fees being paid. This just came in this afternoon, so no fees have been paid. The contractor, Noble HVAC, is taking care of everything, but we wanted to get it on the table and approved so that it could happen and not wait 2 weeks.
I make a motion that we approve the building permit for Jeff Schuckenberg at 101 West 7th Street.
Second that.
Okay, moved and seconded to approve the application for 101 West 7th Street. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
And any opposed? Motion carries. Okay, so the contractor will be informed that everything's gonna go through.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
Council, item B, the animal permit for chickens at 202, that's a W, okay, West 1st Street.
Make the motion to approve.
A second.
Okay, the fees have been paid. Okay, moved and seconded to approve the animal permit for the 4 chickens. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
And any opposed? Motion carries. All right, thank you. Mayor's report. Free dump day is finally coming around Saturday from 8 o'clock at the town shop to whenever the truck gets filled. Flyers tell what is allowed. The Department of Health is in the reviewing stage of the small water system management plan, and we will be working with RCAC in that process within this next month. So things are being reviewed. Next step is throwing a party that our system plan is approved with Department of Health. Well 5 and 7, the inspection of well 5 that was done in March by Clark Underground Survey was given to geoengineering, and the conclusion of the 15-inch diameter well was that at the 515-foot depth, there was a rock cave-in and blockage. The bottom of the casing is at approximately 82 feet down. The in-between footage is loose material, so it's not a smooth poured hole. Well 5 shows no water. Well 7 is still offline. Dan Remick with Century West is working with USDA for the Emergency Community Water Assistance Grant that would provide up to $500,000 in grant funding. So council, this is the first and best choice for funding that we are trying for. And Lynn has a very good chance for qualifying. But if for some reason we don't qualify, we'll have to move down the list of other funding options. Okay, so council, in your packet is the pictures, of start to finish on that.
You say 1-5 wouldn't be being possible.
No, well 5.
Where's that?
It's above well 7.
Oh, not the one that was sealed up.
Okay, so council, you have another copy. I gave this to you previously. And on one side, it's well 7 production history, as well as on the other side, the historical water production beginning in 2020. So what I would like for you to do is get on the side that says historical water production. It's got the red line through it. Okay, as you can see on the graph, well 8 peak sustainable production capacity, see where the red line is 6,085,000 gallons per month for the residents of town. The peak summer demand in 2020 was a total of 10,413,000 gallons per month. In 2021, the peak summer demand was a total of 10,947,000 gallons per month. In 2022 was a total of 8,681,000 gallons per month. So you can see that the potable usage in the summer months is beyond what well 8 has a safe capacity of production. Again, that was 6,085,000 gallons per month. Okay, so that's a little bit more explanation of what's being used, or what has been used.
Where did that come from?
Also, council, I have a moment of discussion that I would like for you to do. Can you take one down?
Pardon me, Paula, was that figures from you and Barbara, or from Joe Pasuti, or from an engineer? Well, if you're going to make decisions about our water, we ought to know who's giving you that information.
Okay, council, I would like for you to begin discussion using what was done in the past with those notices. You can see that there were 3 times that the restrictions were given, changed, adjusted. possibly May is coming up. June is coming up. I believe that the cemetery has got their water going. The school has turned on their football field water. I don't know how much that they have watered so far, but anyway. But that's the last year's flyers for the schedule of water restrictions.
I'm pointing out for the audience that this is not on the agenda and they're not allowing people to comment on the restrictions that are going to be put on your water.
It's just discussions, but thanks for interrupting.
Oh, I'm talking to my YouTube. Thank you, Paula. I don't think you guys should be making decisions without a professional here
It's
to
just
discuss it.
discussions. Thank you.
Well, I'm helping with the discussion. You need a professional opinion, not three people who don't know what they're doing really.
Thank you. Council, the bottom date is when it was posted. Each one was posted, so it went pretty much every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks, I can't remember.
Okay, is this still in effect of being from August 23rd, 2022? In other words, we would need to a new effective date.
About the evaluation of, yeah. Okay.
All right.
But I wanted you to see the progression of last year's notices.
These were all, well, the latest one was October 11th.
The numbers they're quoting probably include the fire water that was used also, so I'm not sure those are residential numbers.
See what's until the next council meeting.
Yeah, this is just informational.
Then also at that point in time, I would suggest that we set the hours. And the schedule.
I believe you need a public hearing.
Excuse me.
Public
Do not
hearing.
interrupt again.
You need a
can
public
leave.
hearing.
You're
Excuse
required
me.
to leave.
You should have a public hearing.
I don't think so.
Council, the information that's been given to you is from last year. the information that was given to you with the production analysis was, you can see it's, I think it started in 2020.
Right.
Okay. So you can just take that and digest it. Go from there. Right now, like I said, well 7 is totally offline. Well 8 is, the production is right there in the graph, so take that and digest.
Did they not say anything about, the condition of well? You know, water shortage, cave-ins, bad pipes? So, I mean, because that can feed the town for quite some time. We had that running for 2 weeks solid in the middle of the summer.
You've had well 8 for quite a few months now.
Yeah.
But we're not into the heat of this year either. So I just, throwing information out for you. Okay. Any other discussion?
No,
Okay, moving on. Finance Committee,
Okay. Deborah?
The only thing I saw was that we had another, let's see it right now, bill from the state auditor for citizen referrals. Last year, they billed us $160.20, and it was over $800. And so far this year, they're billing at $128.10. So last year and this year, it's cost us over $1,000 for citizen referrals.
And more on expense, I guess. All right. On the warrant check register list, did you have?
No.
All right. Make a motion that we pay the warrant check register dated 4/11/2023 to 4/24/2023 in the amount of $19,552.59.
I second the motion.
moved and seconded to approve the warrant check register April 11 to April 24th of 2023 in the dollar amount $19,552.59. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Okay. I'd like to make a motion to approve the outstanding invoices dated 3/29/2023 to 4/20/2023 in the amount of $16,761.30.
I second it.
Okay, Mr. Dorshak, it's the 421 Code Publishing.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That's right.
That's right. Moved and seconded to approve the outstanding invoices of 329 to 421 of 2023 in the dollar amount of $16,761.30. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Okay, speaking of co-publishing, the Lynn Municipal Code is current through ordinance 2204, which was passed December 13th of 2022. Disclaimer that's at the bottom of the site is the town clerk's office has the official version of Lynn Municipal Code. Users should contact the town clerk's office for ordinances passed subsequent to the ordinance cited above. So that was that. Robert, do you have anything for the good of the order? No?
All right.
Okay.
Comments and concerns received. I apologize for not reading this at the last meeting. It was received prior to the last meeting. It was received on March 30th from Mr. Dorshak. A dog was in evidence continuously barking during the hours on this form as specified. The date was 3/29/23 to 3/30/23 from 3 a.m. to 6:30 a.m. at 602 West Clarence Street. That is just a comment and concern that was received by the office. Are there any comments in reference to that?
Pictures everybody having? What was it, from Gary and Moss's, Jim? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I guess the dog was on, making the noise barking in those stated hours.
So this will be put into the record of complaint.
Correct.
Public comment from Eric Johnson and Carrie Chandler, address of 312 West Main Street, subject of Diane Kennedy's pit bull. The date was 4/15 and 4/16. On the 15th, the dog came into our yard while my husband was working and went after him. He had to grab a shop broom to protect himself to get the dog out of our yard. On the 16th, the dog came back and tried to get through our fence at me and my dog. Diane showed up and asked us to fix our fence. On a comment and concern form, also from Eric Johnson and Carrie Chandler, also dated 4/15 and 4/16, she again stated, the dog has come into our fenced yard and tried to attack me, my husband, and dog. She keeps coming back. These comments have been responded to in writing via mail.
And
My comments on that, that's the fourth time this has happened with the same dog. The town crew were also observed catching the dog and taking it back to Diane Kennedy. And I would like to know why, when we have hounds down the circle, do we not catch them anymore and take them down there? And why was it done back to Diane Kennedy? That's a dangerous dog.
at the time, it was not dangerous. It jumped into the pickup and it got taken back to Diane Kennedy's.
The problem, my neighbor was attacked,
Right. And this
Eric
is
was attacked.
this
in
is
his own yard,
the
you know.
same dog. So there's two separate, what?
Three separate occasions.
Okay, but the two separate demeanors of the dog.
See, my understanding was when that was out, we could pick it down and pick it up take it down the pan. We only notified. They get a jail 3 times or something at the time, I believe. And that happened again, that was a fine. Then they get a bigger fine, and then the 3rd time, that said the girl fell.
She did use her get out of jail free card on that.
Okay.
So that's, yes, you are correct.
So she has no more chance.
Not in that dog. She's got 2 other little ones that kind of trail after her.
But my thing is with that dog and being a pit bull, I mean, some companies they're bad. If that's a hold the child, that tears animal.
Public comment from Robert Meter was submitted via email. This is subject of side-by-side UTV use in Lind, dated 4/19/23. What town ordinance are you using to threaten people with fines for driving street registered side-by-sides? The council responds, in a response to your written comment submitted by email on April 19th, 2023, there is no threat in Ordinance 2103. This will be mailed as a comment to Mr. Meter. Mr. Meter also submitted another public comment via email. This one, subject was dog ordinances, and the date was 4/20/23. His comment was, has been a lot of talk about at-large dogs, dangerous dogs, etc. the last few meetings. According to Lind Code 6.10.040, the town is required to set up a proper dog pound. The code is not being upheld. If you are not doing your part of the code, why should people pay the yearly, I believe he meant yearly, dog licensing fee? Why should we follow the codes if you as a town are not? Again, the council members have responded. In response to your written comment submitted by email on April 20th, 2023, the town of Lind has a proper procedure to care for any dogs that are being away from their owner and caught by any citizen and or town employee. Procedures are mentioned in Ordinance 1102, Ordinance 1602A, Ordinance 2002, Ordinance 2110, and Ordinance 2111. Again, this will be mailed to Mr. Robert Meter. Public comment from Susan Eichler, dated 4/21/23. The subject is water. Updates concerning well number 7 and 5, and a second opinion on what needs to be done with them.
I believe that's already been addressed.
Is it to your satisfaction, Susan? Have you had it addressed to your satisfaction?
There is also a concern about the maintenance of the whole sewer system.
Okay, the sewer plant is doing fine. Lift station is operating excellently. Flushing of the main lines will be done before year end.
The effluent has been over for about 2 or 3 years now, so just check that online.
She continues, when do the council members discuss between themselves and do research on the public comments?
Council, you know that when we receive comments or these forms, that you get a copy of them within your packet. And it's your responsibility to come in and periodically check for complaints or comments. So that's what I'll say.
I believe there was one comment that was not registered by Karen Monroe.
I haven't left it yet.
Okay, so
The last one is a comment and concern form from Karen Monroe. She has a question on handling of loose dogs or vicious dogs. Does town shoot dogs or find a shelter if no owner? Does town ask public citizens to hold dogs for them? And if no owner found, citizen has to dispose of at own expense? What are town requirements or actions if a person has a vicious dog or one comes vicious?
We do not shoot dogs. Nor do we ask public citizens to hold dogs if no owner is found.
Amy is disagreeing with
Adams
that
County Pet
note.
Rescue is very nice to us. We sometimes have to hold dogs for longer than the days that we are allowed to hold according to the ordinance, but they accommodate us.
I think personally, if they're picked up on the street, they should be taken straight down the path. Roy Henry or Brooklyn. We kept there till the owners notified, and then go from there.
Yeah.
I mean, because a lot of them are repeat offenders.
And sometimes there's no one that calls in. They just kind of give them up. So
There is a lot more dogs running around in town. Pit bulls, Alsatians, I think that's what you call them.
We do have a couple of dogs that we are working with the owner, Spanish speaking, to get them to understand what their guidelines are, what their responsibilities are. So, yeah, that's.
Oh, I don't mean to talk out loud, but if it's the same ones that we're talking about.
No, we're not entertaining.
They surrender your dog.
Okay, so we've got no more comments. Okay.
I'll make a motion that we adjourn.
Okay, all in favor of adjourning?
Aye.
Aye.
I'm quite sure that Bell has included all that water that was used for the fires in your calculations.